Welcome to Level Up CX Live, where we discuss the biggest trends and challenges facing the customer experience. I'm Greg Thomas from Genesys, and we're going to talk today about virtual agents and agentic AI and how they're reshaping how businesses deliver customer experience, empower employees, and build loyalty at scale. And to do that, we're joined by two experts. We've got Tony Flores, Senior Director of Product Management for Service Cloud at Salesforce, and Nathalie DeChellis, Senior Director of Product Marketing here at Genesys. Nathalie, Tony, welcome to Level Up CX Live.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Okay, so Tony, let's start with you. So agentic AI is rapidly reshaping customer experience. Let's start with just grounding the audience. Like, why is this so important? What can agentic AI deliver in CX that's different than what we've seen before?
Yes, thank you. Agentic AI is a very exciting topic to talk about because it's not just a technological upgrade, it's a fundamental shift in how we automate and orchestrate customer experiences, right? And prior to agentic AI over the last few years, we've had generative AI, and that's been the technology that has helped us transform our legacy rules-based chatbots into smoother conversational agents. And generative AI has been very good at, drafting an email or summarizing a long document or having a perfectly good chat with a customer, right? So it's been an effective tool for communication. But now we've hit the next AI wave, which is agentic AI. And the simplest way to think about it is generative AI is about talking, whereas agentic AI is about doing, right? It's not just sitting there waiting for the next question. You give it a goal like, solve this particular customer's issue with a damaged delivery, and it'll take it from there. So if we dive a little deeper on that, let's say a customer posts on social media about a damaged delivery. Well, agentic AI will immediately spot that post and understand its intent, and then it'll reason through the problem and tell itself, to adequately solve this, I need to perform a certain set of actions, and then it'll do so. It'll look up the customer's information in the CRM. It'll look up their order history and identify the right damaged product. It'll order a replacement. It'll generate a return label automatically, and then automatically respond to the customer with empathetic and personalized response that explains exactly what has been done, includes the return label, and lets them know that a new replacement product is on the way. So the beauty of this is that all of this has occurred without a human involved at all, right? So it's no longer just about automating a single step or a response to a question. It's about automating an end-to-end process and really allowing us to evolve from reactive service to proactive and seamless customer experiences that build trust and loyalty, and empowering AI to truly solve problems rather than just talk about them.
Yeah, I love that. So Nathalie, kind of pick it up from there. So there's a few themes in what Tony talked about. I'll highlight a couple of them, right? There's some autonomy when it comes to virtual agents. There's this goal orientation. There's this ability to take action. When you think about how that's changing the way organizations think about their CX and EX, like what comes to mind?
Oh, there's so many things. Let's first start on the fact that agentic, Tony mentioned, is about acting, taking a step. How do you know what the right step is? I mean, I think what gets me really excited about the two of us sitting here is the ecosystem that has to come together to make that agentic autonomous experience real.
Right.
We won't be able to do it. If we kind of do it in isolation or being on an island, like it just won't happen. So that's this action piece is going to be critical, and you can only act if you have the right data, understanding that customer profile, where they've been, what they've done, all of that. And so with our CX Cloud solution, we sort of have that unified data schema of really understanding what's going on, those customer event milestones, to then layer that AI on top of it to action what happens next.
Yeah, and I think that notion of having that goal orientation, and to your point, if you don't have the right sort of underpinnings and sort of data platforms connectivity, you can't solve for an experience. You solve for sort of this point in time, right? So pick up a little bit on the notion of the partnership between Salesforce and Genesys. So Tony, when you think about how it helps enable this shift to sort of not just a more agentic orientation, if you will, towards CX, but to this notion of really delivering outcomes and experience as opposed to, solving kind of point challenges.
You're right, Steve.
Yeah, so Nathalie talked a little bit already about the need for unified data, right? And as powerful as agentic AI is, the results it can achieve will only be as good as the quality and comprehensiveness of the data that it has access to, right? It needs a fully unified customer profile to make the right intelligent decisions and perform the right set of actions to solve a customer issue in a personalized way, right? And that's exactly what CS Cloud provides by breaking down those data silos through a deeply integrated set of service channels with routing and orchestration and the CRM data and console, right? So whether you're using agentic AI from Salesforce with Agentforce or using agentic AI from Genesys, that AI will have full access to full customer context and history, right? Every past interaction, every conversation, every purchase, every service ticket, channel preferences and more, all in a single unified customer profile, right? That will enable that AI to make the right decisions and perform the right set of actions, right? And do so all without a human in the loop. So that really enables your human service reps to focus on what they do best, which is handling the high value, highly complex customer interactions that require that strong human empathy and relationship building, right? And when an escalation to a human does need to occur within CS Cloud, that handoff will be completely seamless as well. And the service rep will have the power of full context, suggested next steps, and real-time AI assistance throughout that interaction so that they can swiftly resolve that customer issue and dramatically improve the customer experience.
Yeah.
But if I can piggyback too, everything that Tony just talked about, I always come back to the so what. What's in it for the people on the other end of the interaction, working on the interaction? It comes back to effort.
Yes.
How easy can we make that experience be effortless for the customer, effortless for the agent? And then on kind of other perks is effortless for the folks that are configuring the environment, building those workflows, setting it up. I mean, I think that's the really goodness that's going to come from that autonomous AI that's going to be implemented is how quickly can you build workflows by putting those simple prompts in, it spitting out the workflow, and then you're off to the races, and then you're into measurement. Okay, can we measure the effort? Can we measure how successful those handoffs were? How quickly were we able to resolve that issue? So I always want to make sure it comes back to the so what.
Yeah, and I think it is really important to understand, like, as this industry just continues to evolve at a breakneck pace, right? It's all in the service of ultimately helping those end customers like solve their challenges, helping the employees who are providing that support do it in a better, more empathetic, more efficient way. So Tony Flores, Nathalie DeChellis, thank you so much for joining us here and sharing your expertise and your strategies with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Thanks to the audience for joining us as well. If you'd like to learn more, you can visit genesys.com and salesforce.com and learn about the partnership. And be sure to follow us on LinkedIn and you'll hear about our next Level Up CX Live. Until next time, I'm Greg Thomas from Genesys, and thanks for watching.